Beautiful Saturday morning. How are you guys doing? I feel so much better. Morning, Mr. Nick again, Mr. Paul again, and Mr. Ed. I see you did stick around, Paul. That's some dedication. Appreciate that. Hope y'all are having a good start to your Saturday. 71. Yeah, that's good. It's 72 here. Check out the picture, though. Check out the picture it shows me today. It says it's 72, but it's showing me just a perfect day. High of 84 around 3 p.m. Can't beat that. 72 to 84. I can deal with that. So, last night, I carried this in my front pocket, which I have not carried except for a couple of times the week I got it. And it's a great knife. I can see why people have this knife. It's a super nice knife. It's just got a great hollow grind, great looks, great acoustics, great action. Yeah, I can see why people like this knife. The front flipper is easy to do. Doesn't take much at all. Got that little cutout where your thumb lands. Make it easy to front flip. Yeah, it's a great knife. I had that in the front pocket, and then of course in my back pocket I had my back pocket knife. It's going to be a while before something takes that one's spot. Which is kind of sad because I don't like OTFs. I like this one though. I don't know, being able to actually cut stuff, not feel the blade jiggle, really matters. Still hasn't failed. Probably getting close to 2200, 2300. I don't know. Clean the oil out once, put it back together, and it has been flawless. So I took a few clones to work to shoot some videos of. I think they're clones. Most of them are. Maybe all of them. Yes, all of them. And that is the Les George VECP, which is a great knife. 154 cm blade steel. That little quiet carry drift. And probably D2. I had these out yesterday. The Laconico Custom FJ. The Spartan Blades Harsey, and the Laconico Jasmine. Some bangers. And a couple of these knives made me realize, man, there's a lot of good titanium copies. I mean, you start putting them all together, and there's some nice knives that have been made. I mean, this one has M390 blade steel. This custom FJ. They're $900 from Laconico. This one was $130. So it's pretty cool to be able to touch them. Of course, I would be totally transparent about them not being real if selling them. I'm not the cause of people getting scammed, but there are those people in this world. But yeah, there's a lot of good titanium ones. This one's good, but it's kind of lower tier. I mean, no, that's a great knife too. That should be included. What are you carrying today, Mr. Paul? Mr. Ed? Good morning, TC. What do you got in your pocket, Mr. Ed? Did you post over the night? I don't believe you did. Aaron is carrying that this morning. It's ProTech. I was carrying. Oh, JT was flicking this all morning yesterday. Let's see. DC posted that one. Oh yeah, Aaron posted his hypercut yesterday too after I talked about it. It's a cool knife. I saw a guy on Reddit that posted he had 4 of them. Anyway, so what do you got on you today, Mr. Paul? I was reading what Mr. So I found a knife last night, and I wanted to know what it was, or what it was a clone of. It was this knife right here, and it's been posted. It's been posted forever, but I found this one from Pickled Steel. And it is the same knife, and it's called the At Gear XL Titanium. And it is sold out. So this is one of those cases where you're not really hurting the manufacturer because they don't have any to sell you. Yeah, that's the Pickled Steel version with the markings. I don't think it's really M390, but it is what it is. Yeah, y'all couldn't even. I don't even have Firefox on. Yeah, the links. I can't believe I didn't. I hate that about Discord. Discord always screws it up. It's this knife right here. I wanted to know what it was, so I looked it up and I found this knife from Pickled Steel with their logo on it. But they're sold out of it, like I said, so you're not. But $172 compared to $78. Morning, John. Yeah, sorry, guys. It didn't last long that time. But the Pickled Steel, 230 millimeters. So it's been one that's been on my right. I've been wanting to get it a long time. But you can see that one is real blade steel. At Gear XL. Nice looking knife. It's been available for years. Yeah, like he said, there's a Reddit post I responded to. People ask what that knife is all the time. And Beckett's and Beast is what it's called most of the time. This guy got a cool gift for his 5-year work anniversary. They gave him $1,000 Henry. So that's a pretty awesome knife. That guy has a nice job. So here's the exact knife that guy. It's called a Pueblo. You can buy it for $1,100. Are y'all still with me? Did I lose signal? Yeah, that was a cool one though. What else? Let's see. Oh yeah, I had something else. This guy. So John. I found our guy. I'm glad you're here, John. I was gonna wait till you popped in to mention this, but I think this is the guy that we could get to make us some new blades or some new liners. And it's not specifically this guy, but the guy that makes the products for this guy. So he makes reblades for a bunch of Benchmade and Spyderco knives. And he uses real M390 Bowler, and he's even got the receipts from Bowler and the heat treat and the numbers where he bought it, and how big of a sheet they bought. But anyway, he's got a bunch of knife parts, blades. I guarantee you we could get this guy to make some M390 reblades for the Rosies. Morning, Audioitis. Oh, you bought some of those blades? That's pretty awesome. Have you gotten any of them in yet? He has some pretty cool ones. He uses VG10, Damascus, but he's also got kits. All right, so he sells replacement blades for the Victorinox knives. He sells some of the. Here, I'll show you in a second. He's got those PM2. He's got the kit for that Wilson Combat version of the Zon that I had on the table yesterday. But it's $140, and they're only $99 at OK Knives. But he sells kits to a few different knives, and those replacement blades, he's got a bunch of those for Leathermans, all kinds of stuff. But he's got liners. See, that's how I know. I bet he could make liners for a shaman that would actually fit. As I saw down here in a minute, you'll see. I'll try to find it, but he makes liners for the. Well, those are. Yeah, let's see. Hold on. There was a whole listing of liners. There's more blades. Yeah, see, he can make liners too, because there's the little PEI Para 3 kit. I think it's a Para 3. There's another set of. But yes, we need to get a hold of this guy and see if he get him to start mass producing shaman liners, so people don't have to buy donor knives. Yeah, here's some of those liners I was talking about that he makes, like for the. He's got some more, yeah, right here. Spacers. There's ones for a PM2 already, see? Yeah, if they're making Para 2 ones, they might as well just make a shaman one. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some on here. C223, we need a C229. Yeah, C229. He would make a killing if he made those for a shaman. It's called Big Boy's Toy Store. I'll put a link to it somewhere. Still scanning here. I was trying to find some, see if he's got ones. Oh, there's that little briefcase titanium knife that I cut myself on bad. I showed y'all that on stream. He's got a lot of Benchmade stuff. I think Audioitis has quite a few Benchmades as well. I could just search in his store and type C229. All he has is a clip. All right, the name. Here's a link to his store. Guess we'll see how they are. Yeah, let us know how they are, Audioitis. Morning, Waylon. All right, I ran across that. And I just thought we might as well look at this while it popped up. Because that is a beaut. That's Grail knife territory. And that exact one I would love. Beautiful knife. Yep. That's pretty sexy. Good old hog house. Are you John, I'm guessing you're talking about the cloners? Not yet. They've got too many in the works right now. But I'm sure it's coming. I was also thinking last night, as I was looking at all these nice titanium clones that I got, or thinking about all the ones I got, I was thinking about the fact that the next few years are going to be interesting as far as the number of knives that they release. But they really have thrown out some bangers. I mean, there's lots of knives that people just want to be able to touch and they've done a really good job of releasing most of those. I mean, even the lesser quality ones, I started, you don't know how close I was this morning to start working on that. Yeah, I want a real belly for sure, John. But even stuff like this cheap, zero tolerance, is still a great knife. You get to feel how this knife feels when you know you're not going to use it much. But even some of these lower price ones are still pretty good. This is one of the ones, though, this tier, I wouldn't trust the blade steel. When you get down to the $50 level, you kind of like get to a point where you're like, I don't know what kind of metal that is. I know it's titanium at least. But the blade steel, no clue. But there's some really nice ones out there. There's been lots of times where I thought about, I don't want to say that. That might give the wrong impression. But I'll tell you what, I've thought of selling lots of knives, and a lot of these are not the knives I've considered selling. I don't think I would sell any one of these. Audioitis, yeah, that's why I try to buy from makers who have real blade steel and can don't lie about their blade steel and actually know what they're buying, like 154 CM or M390, because they're getting their heat treat down. Those cryo heat treat machines pretty much just put the steel in and take it out ready. Like, pretty much automated nowadays. But yeah, all I was going to say earlier was just the fact that I've thought about the fact that these knives aren't for sale. I'll have these forever, more than likely, and they'll just keep getting numbers and numbers and numbers of nice knives. And I don't know that I would be upset if that was my only collection. That's what I was basically trying to say. Oh, you didn't like this knife? What was wrong with it, John? I've had both versions, the Nimble XL and this one. I like this knife. I like the hollow grind. I like the blade shape. Locks up good. Milling's, I mean, the milling's decent too. I don't know. What's wrong with yours, John? Oh yeah, did you get a black one or? I don't know why I asked that. Yeah, this knife's pretty awesome too. This knife has great action. It's silky smooth. But yeah, there's a lot of nice knives that you can get nowadays. I mean, even ones like the Spectre. These Hilbergs ain't no joke. I wish Hilberg was still around. Yep, I definitely wish Hilberg was still around. I still got a few Hilbergs that I want to conquer. I've got a lot of them. I love the haptic, the Hilberg haptic. That's one of my favorites. Not enough room. TC, I've wanted to, yeah. But I just can't justify it when there's all this available. I mean, if all this wasn't available, then maybe, but I don't want to have to knock out all of these right here for one knife. I mean, that's how I feel. I don't want to have to lose all 8 of these to get one that looks like these. Because I've got too many to use them all, so yeah, I've thought about getting a Herman for sure, and I will eventually have a few knives like that, and like some of the other ones, I'll have a skiff-made blades. But my collection, I'd be happy if my collection was all knives like this, and of like maybe 10 nice Grail knives. I think I'd be cool with a collection like that. Give me $10,000 knives and then 500 like this, and I'd be good. Yeah, I've definitely got some. I've shown them. I mean, I definitely want this one. Like, this is one of my Grails. The Veli. Or the Model T or the Veli. Just Hog House, period. I love this version. And then there's all the ones like, you know, like the Asylum. I think I want a skiff-made blades. Asylum. Pretty sure that's one of the ones I want. Nick, I don't know. One good thing to think about is people that collect clones. I mean, like I said, there's going to be shady people in the world, and then there's going to be straight up people. And nobody I ever dealt with or talked to about these knives would I ever represent them as the real thing. Like, I'm totally transparent and honest about that. And that's another reason why I probably wouldn't ever sell one of these. I mean, the only place I would ever sell it would be in another forum where they know exactly what these are. I wouldn't try to pass them off. But you got to realize there's going to be shady people that do the wrong thing with these knives, and there's going to be people that just want to check them out. And they're going to keep being made. So, I don't know. I don't think you're really hurting. And I try to, like last night I made a short about this knife. Right here. And in the short, I said, go get you a Brown Knives FSD. I didn't say go get a replica. I said go get you a Brown Knives FSD. They're great. So if I'm going to represent these and tell you that I think they're great, it's because of their form and function and look and fit. And these are never going to be as good as the real thing. So if I like one of these, why wouldn't I just suggest you get a even nicer version, which is the real thing? So that's, I don't know. But like I said, you got to just come to grips that there's going to be bad people in everything, and there's going to be dishonest people in everything that are going to try to get over. And protect yourself. Know that this stuff is out there. If something's too good to be true, it probably is. Deal with reputable people and, you know, live your life. It's kind of how I feel about it. A mimeo is a copy. A mimeo is a copy. There's a mimeograph. Go look up what a mimeograph is, and you'll understand what a mimeo is. Y'all hadn't smashed that like button, please do so. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. But there are lots of grail knives that I like. Another one is even this, one of these new ones. This isn't even really grail territory, but I want one of these. And I haven't bought one because it's over my $400 limit, and I'm very close to breaking that. If I can't find one on Knife Swap soon, I might break my rule. Because I want to feel that knife. So yeah, TC, that's not really grail worthy as far as price goes, but that's a knife I definitely want. Even though it looks kind of big when it's closed, looks like the blade would fall out. I'm just hoping it doesn't. Yeah, I like it. All right, so I got a couple of knives yesterday, and I forgot about them. Let me throw these back up. Starting with my Hilbergs that I don't want to get damaged. Let's see here. Yep, I know where that one goes. I know where that one goes. I don't know where these go. They go in this case. That's all that matters, I guess. Try to keep all my Laconicos together. Then my Buster. Andrew picked up one of these last night. All right, so I carried these, but I had two more in my pocket. While I was at work. And that is this one, which is a holy version of the Evil Eyes Integral SNG. I told y'all and showed y'all about it. This one has real blade steel, and it'll go nicely with my other integral one. So I got 2 of the styles. I still need a couple more of the styles. But those are both 2 of the integral Evil Eyes ones. Looks like the one with the holes is thicker, but it definitely looks thicker. But I got that yesterday. And it's got some issues other than just being a strider. The lock does a little bit of a wiggle. I don't know if y'all have ever had a knife, but it's right borderline where it's not locked up right. And when you move the blade, you can feel the lock bar kind of rubbing against the back of the blade and moving out of place. And this one has that. And no matter how tight I tighten it, I think these washers are not thick enough. Like that happened with my other one. So I bought a bunch of extra washers that fit these. And I got some, I don't know, I got 2 different kinds. I got some steel ones and I got some, I don't even know where they're at right now, but they were 2 different thicknesses. And I was going to have to sand some of them down to get them to work. But anyway, I'm going to try to fix it. They're really weird washers. They're those big, huge, round ones with a thin edge. These knives are so comfortable, though, even for big hands. That forward choil is just perfect. They look like like they look too little blade for too much handle. But the reason is because of this forward choil makes the blade look smaller. But yeah, I got that one yesterday. And then I also got that OK Shaman. And this knife is great. There are a couple things with it. I love the fact that it came with the nipple already gone. So they already did a nipple delete and they rounded it off and made it nice. But they got rid of the nipple. The bearings are a little crunchy in this one. Like they either need to be oiled or flipped over, or like they've got some little something, specks of metal in them or something. Otherwise, it's great. The jimping is a little aggressive. If you were to front flip this one like about 30 times in a row, you would have a spot on your thumb. But other than that, it's a great knife. The jimping feels good. It's just it's a little harsh. Man, this is a nice feeling knife. And the square hole doesn't bother me at all. Like, once you realize how great these knives are and how comfortable they are, I don't even look at that. Like, I just know this is going to cut through stuff really good and going to feel good in my hand. So, like, that square, I don't even think about it. Nick, John's Mojave is posted in the Discord if you want to go look at it. Yeah, he posted it right up here. Oh, and I meant to, I think I saw, so there's John's Mojave. I think I saw on this video, TC, these are all individually numbered. And I think yours was like 138 or something. There it is, number, 038. 038. I think that's what that says. I wondered if they all had the same number on them or if they were individually numbered. But it looks like they are individually numbered, because mine is not 038. Yep, that's it, Nick. Mine is number, I don't know, mine is number 004. Yeah, 004. That's kind of low. Yeah, this thing feels great. I can't believe they did the nipple delete from the factory. Like, that's wild. That's totally wild. And they actually made they put more of a choil in. They rounded it out, so that's even better. Like, look, the original one doesn't have that much of a curve, and it's not nearly as comfortable. Like, that's the OG, and they rounded that out nicely. Wow, no wonder it feels so good. Feels better than the real one. Looks like they gave you a little bit more of an edge too, almost. They definitely stopped it there and then straightened it down and then put a curve in. Huh. I like it though. Wish I... Doing a swap won't work though. That's the only problem. Yeah, I don't even look at, like I said, I don't even look at the hole. The billboarding bothers me more than the hole. That's what she said. All right, what else did I have? I had something else. Let's see. That one. Oh, yeah. I don't care who you are. These are sexy knives. A lot of people hate on these knives, and I don't get it. If you've ever felt one, you know how comfortable they are. But I ran across that and thought I would share that picture. Which is lighter? I would definitely say these are probably lighter, because these are solid. Let's see. Because this one weighs like 7 ounces or something. $6.7 for this one. And 5.1 for this one. Wow. 6.7 and 5.1. Yeah, these feel great though. Such a nice knife. Those bearings feel great too. Like, just having a Spyderco on bearings, there's something special about it. Not really a Spyderco though. So OK Knives. All right, back to where I was. Yep, I think that's about it. What I had. Unless I put a link for. Oh yeah, one more thing. So they made a clone of the Exceed Designs Tyrant Ultra. And it will be out soon. But it's got the little lock right there. He's about to open. It lets you slide out and put in new blades. And other than shaking it closed, it looks pretty nice. The action doesn't look the smoothest, but I would kind of want my utilities knives to not drop on my hand. But I'm sure those will be out really soon. Because he wouldn't have posted them if they weren't about to come out. Those look super cool. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff right now they're making. Like, gonna be a pretty wild next couple of years. And I hope they make the different shape scales too. But you can get blades that go in them that look good. Like, just all the add-ons is what make that one so cool. Being able to swap out so it's cool to see that coming. The something else I was thinking about coming soon. What was it? Oh yeah, so the little titanium versions of that Zero have been selling like hotcakes. I can't type. But these right here have been selling like crazy. The real ones are only $60 for the aluminum one. But these are $7 more for the titanium one. Here it's Thunderbird. Thunderbird. Do you have the Ultra, Ed? I didn't know you had the Ultra. Uh-oh. I can't find a lighter. What are we gonna do? Found one. What is this we're looking at? Is this a giveaway? Or is this a Vero? I'm scared. I'm scared of the belt sander and blades. Man, I wish I could do that comfortably. Dang it, man. Hand ground perfectly. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Vero Engineering. Not even following him. I like his whole. I like just about everything about Vero Engineering. I'll have to give him props. I love the cleanness of all his designs. I love the just straightforward approach with his website, his pricing. I like that he works on stuff that he likes and what kind of keeping the same design aspects. It's all just clean. I haven't heard about him doing bad business. So shout out to Vero for being a good example of what a company can start out and be and grow to be. Not that my thought matters at all, but still just want to give him his due props. These little things are pretty cool too. And this Gen 2 one is supposed to, supposed to work good. They sound like they're really slinging back. I like the black one. Yeah, alright, let's see. See if there's anything special going on Knife Swap this morning. Shiro Holtaptic. 700 euros. Ooh, it's pink. It's pink and gold. Why? I mean, I guess it's purple, but it's a purple I don't like. Too light. I like the knife, though. Skelly Protean, huh? There's another one. That's a... What we got there? Morpheus, yeah. I like that green Morpheus better. This guy's got some bangers. Green Morpheus, then a Protean, then a mini Arius. Wow, some of these guys' collections are wild. Mini Arius in ugly green scales. We'll have to say that side looks great. The other side, not so much. He's got a synapse. I said snaps. That one's nice too. Man, this guy's got some bangers. $21.69. Oh, of course he's got a duck after all that. Then what? And then what? Oh, then a Rosie, of course. XL at that. Wow. Leaderboard of bangers. That's a heck of a sale dude's got there. Oh, Ed, did you buy one of those little drift clones? Yeah, that's awesome. I threw that link in the links channel, I think. Yeah, I did. 24 bucks. Did you get the black on black one or the white and black one? I mean, the gray and the bead blasted and... Yeah, I wish my Strix would hurry up and get here. Oh yeah, Pete showed his little clamp where he does his lines, but look how nice of a job he did on those. Dang it. Look how nice of a job he did on those. Yeah, Pete did a great job on those, and people asked him, so he showed his little board and sandpaper. You just rub it against the side there, keep it lined up straight. He thanked me and Mr. Ed. We showed that on video one day. Ed showed us, and I tried it live on video, and it worked. But Pete has now done a fantastic job of doing it. So don't be scared to work on your own knives. Pete's been turning out some bangers here recently. He's really been working on a lot of stuff. That reminds me, Christopher, when you're around, I still need to get with you about getting some of these. I don't know if you can go through and pick out the ones with the bigger blades like that. Like that tub. But I want to pay for a label and get you to send me a bunch of those. We can figure out how to cut out a new blade shape. But yeah, I want to get some, make some. Pete's been dyeing his scales and doing all kinds of stuff. It's awesome to see that. There's Audio-itis. I bet some of these knives are the ones getting the reblades. When you do get that drift, just know that it's like just a hair bit thicker than the original. The original is thinner than this, quite a bit thinner actually. I had an original at the same time I had this one, and the original's a bit thinner. So just know that. But with people that have bigger hands, it's actually better. The drift is a little bit thin for most people. That's why they made the LCT. Yeah, this little thing's great. For 24 bucks, man, you can go to town with this little thing and not care what happens to it. I dig it. This was the knife that started the whole folding knife craze. This is the first one I bought 2 years ago that got me hooked. For $20. I was like, dang, they can make a nice knife now for $20. And 2 years ago, D2 was still okay. We couldn't believe that Chinese knives were actually using D2 at that point. But I still like this knife. Can't reverse flick it. Maybe you can. Barely. Awkwardly. All right, what else are we going to talk about this morning? Talk about y'all smashing that like button. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to look at. Let me put this one up in its new home next to the other Striders, which means this one has to come out. This one doesn't deserve to be in this box anyway. I mean, it's a good knife and all, but it's one of those mid-tier ones again where I have no idea what kind of metal that is. It's one of those $50, $60 ranges. This one might be an $80 range. I like it, but maybe it still does deserve a spot in the box because it's got a mirror polished blade. Huh. If there's a spot, yep, there is a spot, but there's got to be one for this. Oh, found one. All right, clone box is full. But wait, this has to go back in there. Dang it. Do I have any more slots? No. What's got to come out? Yes, that Rockstead. Actually, I'm going to pull this little thing out for now. Line Steel's been doing their thing too with knives. I like this little line steel. I like the milling on it. The milling's dope. I'd like to see one of these all colored up. Lock bar access is great too, as you can see. And it's got where you can take off the flipper tab, which I haven't done yet because I don't want to keep it in the box. I can't even open this one. Yeah, John, I know it's supposed to be VG10, isn't it? Yeah, that one's coming out of the box. All right, so I wanted one last thing. Aaron showed his Protect this morning. Nick was just talking about Protects. And I wanted to grab mine out because I've been wanting to. Oh my goodness, what a mess. I've been wanting to feel it. I've been wanting to hear that clank. Protect makes a great sound, like such a solid sound when you open it. And Aaron posted his on the Discord this morning. What do they call it? Reptile pattern? But man, just the solid clunk this one makes when you open and close it. Just something different. Feels so good. Like this knife will make you, the TR3 Integrity, make you a believer in their quality. It feels so good. I mean, it feels drastically different than other knives. And I can't quite figure out what it is, but it's just such a dead feeling when you open it and close it. I think it has partly to do with the two-part scales. Two-part scales to me are going to be way less wobbly than a backspacer and screws all holding it together that can get tweaked side to side. I mean, you know, when you have to tune some knives, you have to bend the blade over and then tighten the body screws because they get like tweaked a little. They go diagonally instead of they can move. And I think these lock together good or something. I don't know, but there's just a solid clump. Same way when it closes, the D10 is so good that it just never bounces out. Pretty wild. But I think besides the black blade, I think that's the same version Aaron posted. in the pocket check today. But I could be, no, yeah, that looks like the same thing. Guess his could be an auto. Do they make an auto that looks exactly the same? Man, this thing sounds so good. See, let me get the back and forth going. Yeah, his button has a little edge around it. His might be the auto. I just noticed that too. Man, it feels different. I'm telling you. I wasn't ever like into ProTech. I just got a good deal on this one, and Nick had been talking about them, so I wanted to try one out. And I liked the fact it had a silver blade. I wish it was silver, but it is what it is. I like the deep carry clip on it. Not much of it sticks out. I swear it makes such a good sound. Yeah, it sounds great. All right, guys. We just dropped signal for a minute. What are y'all going to get into today on this Saturday? What else y'all want to look at this morning? I got to, yeah, the Drift LCT. Like that little knife might even be as thick as the LCT. Or thicker. Yeah, you can tell right there that it's thicker than the LCT is. So yeah, when you do get this, Ed, just know that the real thing is thinner. Yeah, what do y'all want to talk about? What do y'all want to look at? Good old Slim Foot. We go from one extreme to the other, huh? From a bunch of fake knives to a bunch of real knives. And something in between to Kevin John. Running millwork on a CNC. That sounds like a wonderful day. I wish I could be doing the same. That sounds marvelous. Marvelous. More decks. More decks. Oh, nice. Got that nice mirror polish on it. Wow. And you got that clean, plain one too. That's a pretty knife, Mr. John. You got that combo now, buddy. Good deal. Yep, beautiful. Why does it keep stopping right there? It's locked up or something. Gridlock pattern, slim foot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Protect did that as well. That's not Tiffany blue. That's not it. That's blue aluminum, but that's not Tiffany. That's Tiffany. They definitely make the Tiffany colors. Oligarch. That's cool. Yours doesn't look very common in that version and that color. I don't see. They definitely got the little PT Plus though. Oh, your Mordax. Yeah. I guess that's Tiffany blue. Yeah, that's Tiffany blue. Well, that's what you got, huh, Mr. Nick? Has yours got that same color blade? And good old Magna Cut? Yes, sir, John, I do. I had it on the table. It's pretty nice. I had it on the table the other day. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. I thought it might have still been laying around here, but it's not. I must have put it back in the case. But yeah, it's pretty good, Mr. John. This isn't the Protect. You know that, of course. Yeah, I think I would like the Mordax too. This thing is so heavy. So heavy. Crazy heavy. What a comfortable knife. Well, where's my... There it is. I was like, where's my Tiger? Because when I had my Zorro, I was thinking, I need to grab my Tiger. this was one of those knives I wanted for a while and couldn't ever find the right pattern. And after I got it, this was one of those knives where not necessarily a case of you don't want to meet your celebrity, you don't want to meet your idols, because this is a great knife, nothing wrong with it at all. But I just didn't find myself like carrying it every single day. As much as I thought about getting this knife, and then when I really got it, it didn't hit me the same as like the Evo did. I don't know. I love it. I love Riot quality. I love this blade grind. I love how big it is. I love that it has no screws and it's not an integral. At least no screws that you can see on the sides. I think all knives should be like that. All folding knives should be put together like this one is. But anyway, it's just a knife that kind of weird how that happened. Don't meet your idols, kids. And this was a knife that really surprised me. I didn't realize how much I would like it. I know I always liked it when I looked at it, but it's got a different feeling action too. It's got a very nice snap. And great action. This skiffs helped this one, but that's definitely one I would say skiffs made an improvement in. And this one has some of the best fit and finish and milling and tolerances and action, all around action of any knife I've got. And this was a disappointment, only because of how big it is, and when you go to reach back here for a middle finger reverse flick, you have to scoot your finger up or scoot the knife down in your hand. It's still easily doable, but that knife wants to land down here, and then you're like right down here trying to open it. I love the contouredness of it though, and the thickness, because it is thicker than the whatchamacallit, the Drift and the Drift L. And this Archbishop 3 is a banger. I like this good old Kubi Tempest. Can't beat that either. And then one of the best acoustics of any knife, good old J-Cape. Got that smack. No, John, I still got to learn the laser before I get a CNC. But when I do get a CNC, I will build one. Most definitely. I will do a mostly printed CNC or an MP CNC. And it'll be for wood, not for metal, probably. Now I don't have room in my case for these two. This should come out most definitely. What else should come out? I guess this one. Well, you're getting the bangers when you're pulling these two out of. My case is getting full of nice knives. All right, well, I got all my knives wrangled except those two. Yeah, John, I'm going to focus on the laser for a little while longer. But I will probably do something like this if I do something, which is the mostly printed CNC. The MP CNC. So you basically you use your 3D printer to print most of the parts for it, and then you buy a nice spindle for it, and you can pretty much do whatever you want as far as size goes. You can make it hold a 4x8 sheet, or you can make it be 2x2 or 3x3. And they make a lowrider version, which is pretty cool. But like I said, you can make it any size you want because you just make your own rails and stuff. And depending on what spindle you put on it, you could do metal just fine. But yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Right here. You can use a Bosch router, but you can buy real spindles. Oh, that music's crazy. MP CNC. So there's one somebody has built. But yeah, pretty cool. And you can get them with big spindles. Like here's one. That's just with the Makita too. He's cutting metal just fine. Aluminum. No, Nick. I don't think you can. You could. You can polish knives with a laser. Let's look at that. See if laser polishing titanium. So you can polish titanium with a laser. So see how it's turning it silver? You can set it to hit at the right frequency and you can make it turn silver. So I probably could, to tell you the truth, if I knew better what I was doing. But like, let me show you. Can't really see it too good on this one. But this is one of my color things. Here's one of my color palette things. And if you look right around here, you see that one right there? That actually took this titanium and polished it a silver. So let me show you right here again. So right in there, it polished it a silver. So I would need to run it at 1889 millimeters per minute. Right there. And 26.7% to get that silver. And then I could polish it silver. It doesn't look like the bare metal. It's actually shinier because this is the bare metal. It actually gets shinier. It's like that first silver color when you ano with the electricity. So like we've looked at that titanium color chart. And this one we always look at right here. There's like a, can't see it here, but one of these is like that same silver color. We're around in here. But the laser does a better job of it. Get it really shiny. Let me go back. To here. See if there's any more. A major laser polishing. Yeah, there you go. That's just one of the ones that's getting the rust away. But this one's actually the same laser as mine. Same kind. How to polish 3D printed titanium. Oh, he's using the buffing wheels. Wire cutting lines. I don't know what we're looking at there. Laser polishing parts. That's the same thing. That's just getting it back to bare metal. But anyway, that's a color that's not just bare metal. That's all I was trying to show. Because it's in the middle. It goes from blue to that silver back to blue. I'm trying to see. Some of these are even, some down here, kind of a gray color, shiny gray. Yeah, there you go. I can't get the light to hit it exact. But you can see what I'm saying there. Those over there. So yeah, I think I could. Man, I've got to take more time to get into the laser deeper. And just start throwing some stuff on there and doing some stuff. I think that's what I've got to do, because I've learned enough now that I feel pretty confident. And I just need to get in there and start doing it. That's what it amounts to. I need to be prepared to ruin a few titanium knives, or buy some more of these titanium sheets. Just start etching some stuff into titanium. Alright guys, I think we're going to start winding this one down. It is a beautiful Saturday and I'm getting outside in the yard. I've got to get some yard work done today. And clean up stuff. I got to do some cleaning today. That's going to be fun. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all being here today. Bearing with me as I look through some knives and put some knives up. Don't be scared to buy the knives you like. It's your right. Don't let anybody tell you what's okay. Terrence, have a great day, sir. I'm sure y'all last few guys have already hit that like button, but if you haven't on the way out, the air leaves are just now starting to drop really heavy. Nick. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow for Sunday, laid back Sunday. And I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.